Hey everybody, and welcome back to Lindsey's Little Library. So today is BookList Thursday. BookList Thursday is something I do with Sarah over at Sarah's Nightstand. We come to you every Thursday with some sort of thoughts, recommendations, book ideas, something bookish related. So today's theme, as I consult my notes, actually, as I look at the Bookworm Life book that I have, this is where I keep all my lists. I've been loving this. I bought it through Peanut Butter Taco. It's a shop on Etsy. I'll leave a link below, but highly recommend this thing. It is awesome. I'm sure you've seen a few other people have it, but definitely keeps me organized. So today's topic for BookList Thursday is authors that we would like to give a try to, or that we think we would really like. I know I'm not alone when I tend to collect books by similar authors. For example, I have my favorites that I buy all of the time without any question. Anything they write, I want to read. But I'm also always on the lookout for new authors, just to change things up a little bit. So I have 5 different authors that I own at least one book for. In some cases, there's 2 or maybe 3 that I own, but I haven't read their books yet. But I'm thinking I'm really gonna like them, so I do continue to pick them up if I see them on Book Outlet or other places, Free Little Libraries, stuff like that. So up first is one that I need to this summer make sure I read one of her books, because I own 2 of them. So it's Bianca Mars. This is Home If You Don't Know the Words. The other one is If You Want to Make God Laugh, I believe. It's back there in the yellow category. But I've heard really great things about her. I've heard she makes you think. I've heard her books are phenomenal. This one specifically follows, takes place in the 1970s in Johannesburg, I believe still during the apartheid. And we follow our main character, Robin. She's a 9-year-old white girl living with her parents. And then I believe we follow, yes, another woman who lives close, or no, another woman raising her children alone after her husband's death. So I've heard really great things about Bianca Mars. In fact, my friend Amber would be very upset with me right now if she knew that I still haven't read Bianca Mars. So she's on my list. The next one is a fairly new to me author, but I'm thinking I'm really gonna like her, and that is J.T. Ellison. I picked up Good Girls Lie not that long ago. Heather Gutenkopf, which is another one of my favorite authors, I always buy her books, and she just had a new book come out actually. So she did a virtual kind of book launch, and J.T. Ellison along with Mary Kubica and Lisa Unger were also there. And I've read Mary Kubica, I've read Lisa Unger, I've read Heather Gutenkopf, love them all. And if J.T. Ellison is in with those 3, totally is going to be my game. So I believe she writes more thriller type books, where Heather can be a little more just straight mystery, not as much thriller. But I know that this takes place at a very prestigious prep school. It's kind of like the boarding school of choice for daughters of rich, influential people. Only accept the best and the brightest. And a stranger has come to this boarding school and is starting to turn it kind of upside down, and is very poisonous to the environment. I don't want to read any more, but I've heard, again, in the short period of time, I've seen her kind of pop up here and there, either on Instagram or on BookTube. So I'm very intrigued. I picked this up after that virtual book launch or book party. So I'm excited to read her. So she's a fairly new to me author on my radar, and I can't wait to see what she has to say. The next one I have is I believe all she writes is historical fiction. Again, another author, I have at least 2 if not 3 books. And this is Beatrice Williams. And so this book is The Summer Wives. So this takes place in the early 1950s. And so if you think about that timeline, you have a number of kind of newly widowed women as a result of World War II. And so we actually follow a family. So it really centers around our main character Miranda, as she is now moving into her now new stepfather's house because her mother just got married, and his name's Hugh Fisher, and he has an estate on Winthrop. It overlooks a famous lighthouse, and she's now being thrown into this kind of new world, a very rich world, totally different from what she's used to. So it kind of follows that story. Again, just really interested in Beatrice Williams. I have been for a while, and again, I don't know what is taking me so long. Although that's not nearly as bad as how the fact that I have not read this one, and Sarah's actually going to be probably pretty mad at me for it, and I'm sorry, please, I'm just sorry. But it's Claire McIntosh, and it's I Let You Go. I still haven't read it. And I feel like Claire McIntosh has come out with a couple of other books since then, which has me intrigued. All I hear is fabulous things about this book and this author. She keeps you guessing. It is a whirlwind. It is a crazy ride that she takes you on, which I am all for. Like, sign me up. I just know what's taking me so long. But this follows our main character, Jenna, and she is trying to escape the memory of a car accident that plays again and again in her mind, which is basically it resulted in the loss of her child. It sounds heartbreaking, but again, I believe there's more to it than meets the eyes, what I understand, which I love authors that do that to me. So she's on my list. And the last author I have, I'm intrigued about because I keep hearing mixed reviews on her books, and that is Natasha Preston. So I have The Cellar, as well as I believe I have one more of her books. Again, I've heard mixed reviews. I've heard people that I know in person have loved this book, but I've seen different reviews that it wasn't that great, so I'm not really sure. I'm kind of on the fence with her. But the synopsis sounds right up my alley. So it basically is around a kidnapping. So this woman was kidnapped, and she is now, the kidnapper has kind of renamed her and is calling her Lily, even though she's not Lily. She doesn't know what to do other than she knows she's not the first, nor will she be the last. I believe she's held in a cellar. I don't want to know more than that. But give me your take on Natasha Preston. What do you think? Do I give her a whirl? Let me know. So, those are my 5 authors. And yeah, tell me which one I need to pick up first. Are there any authors that you are intrigued by that you would like to kind of give a try to? Leave that comment below. Other than that, head over to Sarah's channel and see what she has for today and see what authors she picked. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that stuff, and I will see you next time. Bye. What are the chances that I can record this before any of my neighbors mow their lawn? Thinking not good.